So today is, I got my day off, so I was thinking about going and chasing some grunter and finger mark and grey mackerel and stuff, because we've got Spaniards are off the target list. We've got a Reef finfish closure, Barra a no-go. So basically we're going to go and chase grunter, finger mark, and maybe a mackerel if this storm passes in time. It's not a bad one, and graphite and lightning don't mix. So yeah, see what happens. Alright, now we'll have a bit of a troll, see if there's any mackerel around, finger mark, something like that. Only allowed grey mackerel at the moment, or doggies or whatever, but you're not allowed to target Spaniards. So we're just going to see what's around on the sounder and go from there. It's a little rougher than I anticipated though. Well, let's see if there's a queenie or something around here. Be something to bend a rod on, surely. Just dropped a nice solid fish down. I've got a few little picks before it, and a lot of the time you get through those little pickers and it gets the attention of the bigger fish, and the bigger fish will just bully the bigger fish will bully the little ones out of the way. Oh, I gotta get him out front of that pipe. Oh. Oi, yeah, big shark. I don't know if you've just seen that. Oh, I got him. That was a finger mark. If I lose another one here, I'm going. I'm not going to keep feeding them bloody things. Alright, so rig up. Oh, I found its jig out again. That was, as the shark hit him, I got a glimpse at what it was. It was a nice finger mark. And I refuse to keep feeding friggin' sharks good fish like finger mark. I'll be bugging. Rock flathead. Come here. These things actually have no teeth, like your normal flathead have got pretty sharp teeth. But these ones got no teeth. Pretty spectacular looking thing, look at them. Yeah, how pretty is that? I reckon they're good eating, but I don't need that now. I've got a bloody queenie there. Look at this time. Oh, little bloody nanny. Fairly big tide run here today, so it's pretty hard to sort of fish properly. We'll give it a go, but don't know what's going to happen. We're going to try and find somewhere where these grunter are, and I'll throw some small lures. The trouble is with small lures, you've got to throw small heads, light jig heads, and in this tidal run, makes it really bloody hard to do effectively. So we'll just have to see what happens. On the way down there, I got hit. So it was a real fast, sharp line, took off real quick. Oh, there's another tick on the way down there now. So maybe there's some mackerel there, I don't know. Oh, there again. If you watch the belly and the line, you'll see that belly and the line will just go tick. If it's a big fish on, oh Jesus! If it's a big fish on the bottom that's come up, seen it swimming down, those big fish quite often come up and they'll suck it in. All you get that little gentle tick. I don't know what. There's a mixture of species here though. Bloody hell. You see that line, I've got no tails bitten off, so it's not mackerel. And watch that line there, it's sinking. So it's on its way down. If it gets hit on the way down, you just see that line go tick. Hit the bottom, belly a line again. And you're watching that line the whole time. With a rod like this, you can actually feel it. This is a samurai kestrel. They don't actually make them anymore, which is sad, because they're a beautiful, really powerful rod with a real sensitive tip. But the refractions are exactly the same, as far as you can feel every single thing that happens on the other end. Those little ticks, you can actually feel them through. There must be some of these little nannies down there. And I'll tell you one thing that does like eating little nannies: big finger mark. So you
don't know what you're going to hit here. There's some big fish showing up on the sounder, so didn't even feel that one. It's a definite mackerel. Now that wind's dropping out, she's warming up. Just trying a few colours and a few different colours to see if I can get a different reaction, but it's, yeah, she's quieting right down now. Oh, oh, this is it. Oh, 30 pounder. Oh, fit friggin' finger mark just got eaten again. My God. I'm a long way from where that other one got eaten. That's bullshit. Alright. Try the 50 pound outfit. I've got the drag cranked up, so shouldn't even take an inch of line, I wouldn't think. If you can get a bite out of them now. Now that the sharks have come in, they just usually shut down, so. Anyone ever tells you we don't have a shark problem, you know what to tell them. There you go, eh? Handy. Oh goody, the mackerel are here. A few birds getting around, but they're not really feeding. Don't know what this is, but it's big. Hasn't woken up yet. Spot lock there. It's coming up the top like clean. Oh, seen a big flash of silver. I think that's what it is. Big queenie. Oh shit, where's he going? Oh, yep, big queenie. I hope he doesn't get eaten. Jesus. I want to get my hands out of the way of the camera. They're really spectacular jumps on these things. Well, I think you either spat up a bait fish or spat my lure up, one or the other. No, that's not my lure. Pretty good, isn't it? Bloody big queenie, that's for sure. Jesus, he's a good one. Look at the size of this thing. I'm going to try and net him, but I don't think he'll fit in the net. Oh, come on. The thing is, if he stays there too long, he'll get bloody eaten. They're too good a fish to sacrifice to a bloody dirty rotten shark. Look at the size of this thing. It's easier than tail grabbing him. Stop it now. I'm throwing remora off him and everything. Right, throw that little remora back first. Right, give me a look in there, mate, so we'll get that out for you. Just want to, ow, electric chicken. Let's get the pliers here. Electric chicken 4-inch prong. So these things can be big wusses, so you've got to try and get them back as quick as you can. And they have got bloody teeth, so she's bleeding. Don't bleed, don't bleed. There we go. So here he goes. Oh, no, he might be bleeding too much, I think. Well, thankfully I know lots of people that eat queenie. Alright, we'll try an atomic stick bait. These ones are actually they're a 6-inch jerk minnow, so I'll give him a go. I've got him rigged up on a 1/2 ounce head. It's pretty deep here, so see how we go. We'll get a couple of queenies to bend a rod and then nick off and see if we can find something worth eating. Again, it's pretty straightforward, you know, like any of these channel markers out in the main channel. You flick a plastic in next to it. Sometimes if they're sitting right up the top, you know, and there's bait getting harassed, you just work it across the surface. But a lot of the time they're sitting down deep this time of day. The sun's up a bit higher, so we'll just work her out from there a little bit and see what it's about. Being a jerk minnow, you work these a little bit different. So you give them like two or three real sharp jabs, and it makes them change direction like that. Sort of bit of a strike inducer. We'll cast him past the channel marker. Let him sink down. There was a couple more in the sounder while I was fighting that one, so they might be sitting back on the channel marker now, I don't know. Oh, Jesus! I was free spooling that out and it took off. It's another big heavy fish. Come on, jump, here we go. This one, we'll just get him in and get him back out as quick as we can. Oi! God, that's a spectacular fish. Really put everything into a fight, these things. It's hot. It's steamy out here. That's good, this one's not, he's bleeding, but he's hooked in the mouth. Get his tail wrist here. Oh no, I'm an idiot. If you try and tail grab him, grab him by the tail wrist, get off there. You'll, when you're on your own, you can quite often break a rod tip, so we'll try not to do that today. Oh. Not as big as that last one, but still a great fun fish. Right, give me that little bit, buddy. He's bleeding, but he's hooked in the mouth, so not the gills. So we'll just spear him. Oh, you spiky mongrel, you've got your revenge anyway. God, he bolted. Don't want to be making them bleed. We've had a bit of fun. So we'll go and find something down deep on the bottom, something like a grunter or a finger mark somewhere. Alright, let's see what's on the bottom here. It says there's a bit of stuff. Let's see what they are. So now sharks are taking lures. Huh? Alright, well if we land this bugger, I'll show you how to dress one out. Obviously pretty dangerous sort of a thing to handle. I've got no gaff or anything, so we'll just see how this goes. Come here, you bastard. So you got to bleed him as soon as you catch him. Oh, he's rolling in the leader. Oh, big shark just came in underneath it. Holy crap, this could be entertaining. Okay. That's the thing, you know, people say sharks are endangered and all that. That's garbage. And as I say, if you can't beat them, eat them. So we'll get the hook out of this bugger and bleed him. God, their skin's tough. Stop it. Don't be cranky. All your problems are over. Right, so he's dead. Get the tail off so you can bleed out both ends. I can go over the side. It's illegal to keep any of the fins or anything off these things, so just going to let him bleed out. He's all his head cut off, tail cut out, guts out. I'll chuck him on ice. I'll show you how to fillet him later on. What's this one? Oh, shark on him. Bloody hell. Any glassing out now, there's turtles and sharks and oh, one behind the boat then. It's all happening. Righto, yeah, getting smashed off. I just got smashed off by a good fish there then. So I'll go a little bit bigger hook, a little bit heavier line, and I've been saving these radioactive roosters. So I don't have many left, but we'll see what this does anyway. It is a big hook for this plastic, and it is quite heavy, but there's still a bit of tide run here, so it's all about getting the head weight as close as you can to being perfect though. So we'll tie this one on just with a standard old perfection loop. Them sharks get disheartening, eh? You hook good fish and you just can't stop them. You just, you know, you try and get them to the boat and you just got no chance sometimes. Oh, Jesus. The hell is this thing? It could be the one we're after. Valley. Have a look at this, one of the prettiest fish in the ocean. Diamond trevally. Just incredible. This is what they reckon are the best eaten of the trevallies. Real unique shape to them and everything. I think that was another one of them ones we wanted. God, I'm having trouble stopping finger mark. I reckon they're finger mark. These things, as soon as you hook them, they do what a finger mark does, and you don't really know how big it is at first, and then they wake up, and then they find out where the structure is, or remember where they are, and then they just smoke you. So that's what I reckon these things are. I reckon they're finger mark. Hopefully I'll get one out. What's this one? Jesus Christ. This might be a big queen or something. That's what it is. I hope he doesn't get eaten. God, the size of this thing. Let him swim past the back of the boat. Just don't want him to get eaten. God, he's bigger than that other one. He's huge. Oh, I think there's a big shadow under him. Shit. I don't know. God. Big fish, this bugger. Sticking on his tail. No, that won't work. I'm trying to get a photo of this thing. It's bloody huge. This feels very GT-ish. Doesn't feel grunterish. Bellish. Yep. No, that one just about done. Bloody hot out here, but we didn't find any grunter. I'm sure we hit some finger mark, but we didn't land any of them, thanks to a man in a grey coat. But what I'll do when I get home, I'll show you how to fill one of these things up. I haven't done a hell of a lot of sharks before, so I'm going to be no expert at it, but we'll see if we can get some decent meat off it anyway. So shark skin is really tough, so if you go through here, you're going to blunt your knife really quick. If you go on the inside, that's obviously your center line there, so if you just go down there like that, right through. One fillet. Sit down. No. Right, that's your cartilage, fins and all your garbage you don't want. Get rid of that. Trim these off. Can all go in the bin. It is actually illegal to have shark fin in your possession. So this will go all straight in the wheelie bin. You're not allowed to gut fish at sea or anything like that, so it doesn't leave you too many options. Now, if you want to skin these, it's a simple matter. Where's my long out? Another like that. No! Hold that like that. Knife in there. Push and wiggle. I'll trim those bits there off. There's nothing wrong with that for eating flesh. So, bit of that. Can all go in the bin. Trim the stomach lining out. As I say, I haven't done too many sharks before, so. But there's plenty of people now interested in eating them because there's, like today, as you saw, there's so many finger mark eaten today. It's not good. So we're going to cook some of that up tonight. Luckily the bins are empty tomorrow. What's wrong with that? It's even sadder, it's right up. It's even sadder, it's all egged up. These bloodlines, that's what makes fish like Queenies taste bad. So if you can trim that off, it is a bit of wastage and all that sort of stuff, but if it makes it taste a heap better, then get rid of it. This fly's bad. So that's pretty white flesh. So the other way that I find it easier to skin fish like this is just to first of all trim that bloodline down there. It's just easy to trim out while it's in one piece, like that. And then I'm going to cut it completely in half, like that. I'm going to spin it around, cut it that way, straight down that lateral line mark, like that. And then instead of trying to skin it, instead of trying to skin it, I'm going to actually take the chamfer, cut it like that, down to the skin, and then take it off like that.
Oh, so it's like steaks. That's pretty nice.
It does leave a lot of that bloodline behind as well, which is good.
Queenies are good because they don't have like scale. They pretty much don't have scales.
No. We'll see how it goes. So the texture, that's why it's called flake. It flakes off in chunks, but it's actually not bad. I've done with tempura batter, and that is beautiful.
There's a nice traditional flavour of Swiss.
Can't tell the difference.